Hello, how have you been?
Good, how have you been?
Good. How are your last couple weeks? I know it's been a while since we've seen each other.
Yeah, they have been all right.
Okay.
They've still been pretty busy with work
Mhm.
and school and
Mhm.
everything like that, but spring break is coming.
Awesome.
I'm super excited for that.
Awesome. Where are you going or what are you doing?
Yeah, I am driving to Mexico with some
Ooh.
friends, and we're gonna go stay by the beach, and we have an Airbnb. I'm super excited to hang out with them and, lay out and get some burns, unfortunately.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I haven't seen these friends in a while. I'm doing some high school friends, so we're all gonna meet up in Denver and drive down. I know it's gonna be a little cramped.
How long's that drive?
It is gonna be, I think, 24 hours where
Oh,
we're
wow.
going.
That'll
So
be a good bonding experience for you guys.
definitely, yeah, I think it'll be super fun. I am a little nervous about it, but I think overall it will be a good time and we'll have a lot of memories.
Yeah, I think so. You mentioned you're nervous. Why would that be?
Yeah, so I know from the last meeting that we were going to meal plan,
Mm-hmm.
and I was, gonna make a couple of meals for the week on Wednesdays, which is my only
Yeah.
day available, and it did not work out
Really?
at all. Yeah. I would go to the grocery store in between my gaps, and that was normally at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go to the grocery store, and then I would go to the produce section and, the frozen vegetable section and the frozen meat section, like we talked about. But I would see other people putting in all of these vegetables, and I just got so overwhelmed. There were so many people there. They all knew what they were doing. And I really just still don't know what to buy. I know we talked about chicken and vegetables, but after the first week, I got bored of it and I just did not know what to eat. So I would go to the grocery store, get super overwhelmed, get super anxious, see everyone, having everything in there, and they had their lists and they just knew exactly where they were going. And I felt super discouraged, and I kind of just, after the first week, fell out of it. I didn't see the point in it because I would get so overwhelmed, and I just wanted to avoid that whole situation altogether. So I really just would beat myself up about it, and I still feel guilty, but I just can't go in there during that. It was horrible for me.
I totally understand you're feeling just way too overwhelmed and discouraged. Can you walk me through how you feel that how you think that feeling affects how you feel when you eat or when you grocery shop?
Yeah, definitely. So even driving past the grocery store, I already get that anxiety. And then I'm like, okay, well, it's easier to, swing through Taco Bell. That's just a one-on-one interaction kind of thing. So then I found myself avoiding the grocery store. And I would go to Taco Bell, McDonald's, and stuff like that, just eating out because it was easier. And then I'd get really guilty because I know that we talked about this, we set those goals, and I would just, beat myself up about it, and it makes me feel really discouraged about myself, and, I know that I'm not eating as well, and I don't feel that well, and I just, have started to avoid the grocery store altogether because I just don't want to deal with all of those people.
I totally understand this whole thing's just getting you really discouraged. However, I believe that even you just going to the grocery store is just great progress for what we've been talking about. So really proud of you for just doing that. Are there other times in the week that you're free that maybe we don't have to go at 5 p.m. and cause all that overwhelming stress?
Yeah, like I said, Wednesday mornings, I'm available. I'm available all day Wednesday, but in the mornings, are normally peaceful for me. I have some time in the mornings before I start my homework and stuff like that. And then Monday and Friday mornings, I don't have class till 9.
Okay.
So I think that maybe I could fit something in before that.
Okay.
But those are kind of the only times that I have more available.
Awesome. So maybe let's try going on that Wednesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
That way you have a clear schedule for that day. You can go bright and early in the morning or whenever you'd like in that morning time so it's not so busy when you go. That way you're not feeling so overwhelmed and anxious.
Yeah.
And then I remember last time we talked about how important changing this is for you. So like being able to go to the grocery store and get enough food for you to meal prep. And I remember you saying it was around a 7 or an 8 of how important it was for you. Has it changed at all since then?
I think definitely getting discouraged and nervous has made me push it down. I think I'm now at a 4. I know that it's important, but the feelings of overwhelmingness and anxiety really take a toll on me. And especially even thinking about this Mexico trip coming up, I don't want to even think about what I'm going to eat because I'm so nervous about wanting to eat healthier and stuff like that. But I just don't know where to start, what to eat, or anything like that.
All right, I totally understand what you're saying. I have a few ideas and then maybe that could help you not feel so stressed and overwhelmed when you do cook, or try to go grocery shopping of trying to figure out what to eat. Maybe how would you feel about if I were to send you some recipes with hopefully we can find some with minimal ingredients. That way you're not in the grocery store for too long and you're not hopefully getting as stressed.
Yeah, I would really like that. I think I definitely don't know what to eat, like I was saying. And so if I could get recipes sent to me, maybe a couple of options, then I could pick which ones and, choose, okay, recipe that will be for the first week and then the other recipe will be for the second week. And if they have those ingredients, then I know exactly what I need to get from the grocery store, which would help me out so much.
Awesome. And I remember you saying that when you were cooking, you were making the chicken and vegetables. Was there anything else you found yourself making during the times that you were able to cook?
Definitely still a lot of microwavable meals. I did find some brands that had more vegetables in them. I noticed that I was buying some lean cuisine and then some of the other ones that had more vegetables rather than like just lasagna and stuff like that.
That's, I think, great improvement, especially since from our last meeting. Do you notice that when you are buying these foods that are different than you used to buy, do you notice you feeling different?
Yeah, I feel a lot better the week that I did get the vegetables and chicken. I had more energy.
Awesome.
I was able to get through the whole day focusing and stuff like that. I even looked forward to eating those meals because I knew that they were healthy and they were good for me. But yeah, I think just after that first week, I felt like, okay, I'm tired of eating chicken and vegetables. It's really good, but I just felt lost because I didn't know what else to eat.
Yeah, I totally understand that. So yes, if you are okay with me sending you some recipes, I think we can find some good recipes for you that hopefully can stray away from just chicken and vegetables. Is there anything specifically that you would like to focus on eating?
I think I'm pretty open to everything. I still definitely want to eat vegetables and stuff like that and keep it pretty low key because I still am not the best cook and stuff like that. So just, quick, healthier meals that make me feel better is kind of my main priority without having to feel discouraged and guilty.
Awesome. And then I think that we could totally make that happen with our goal. And then speaking on the Mexico trip you have coming up, that sounds like a blast. But so you don't feel as overwhelmed when you go and as discouraged when you go, thinking about what you're gonna eat. Maybe before you go on your trip, we can use that meal prepping that we talked about in our last meeting, and we can have you can cook up a few meals before you go, and when you go to the grocery store, maybe we could write a list of some snack options for you. That way, when you do go to Mexico, you're not spending your time there feeling discouraged about yourself.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that that's something that I can do is make some pre-made meals. I have a big cooler so I can put it in there, and we're at an Airbnb so I can store it there and make it there, and that will definitely take off a lot of stress, and I won't feel as guilty when I'm there or anything like that. And I think that then I can stick to my goals and, make sure that I'm eating what is good for me and it's going to make me feel good.
Yeah, exactly. I totally understand what you're saying there. All right, so now when we think about putting that all in like one thing for you, one easy goal to remember, how about let's make sure that let's try going to the grocery store at that Wednesday morning. That way you're not getting overwhelmed when you go. And then I will send you some easy recipes that you can hopefully shop for and be able to cook. And then maybe let's try writing a list as well before we go into the grocery store. That way you're not spending any more time than you have to in there. And then let's try to do this before your trip to Mexico. That way you have it all done before you go and you don't have to worry about it when you get there.
I agree, and then I'll feel even better for Mexico, which then I'll look forward to.
Awesome.
I think that would be probably a good reward, is that satisfaction that I'll feel.
Yeah. And do you think that goal would be doable for you?
I definitely think so. Yeah, with your help, I think I can definitely attain those goals.
Awesome. Do you have any more questions for me today?
I don't think so. I think that you have my email, so you can send me those recipes.
Yes,
Other than that, I think that I'm in a lot better place. I don't feel as discouraged or overwhelmed. And thank you for that.
Of course, I never want you to leave here feeling like that. So I'm glad you're feeling a lot better. I hope you have a great trip. Can't wait to hear all about it in our next meeting. And have a good night.
Sweet. See you then.